Доброго дня, шановні колеги. Продовжуємо наш робочий день в українському кризі.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. We continue our working day, and our next topic is Italian civil organization brought equipment and humanitarian help. And Fabio Prevedello, head of European Association of Italia, Ukraine, Maidan, Marco Sarboraria, doctor, and Olena, Odnolko, head of Humanitarian Foundation, Help UA. I would like to present our friends from Italy that help us for a long time, and they help us in the ATO region, neighboring territories, Berdyansk. So I want to present Fabio Prevedello, head of European Association, Italia, Ukraine, and Marco Sarboraria. This is a doctor from the intensive therapy treatment unit. And now I ask Fabio to tell us about the activity of his organization. Fabio greets everyone. The activity of the organization was started in 2014 in Maidan times, when it was necessary to collect humanitarian help and to help those who were in Maidan. These were clothes and different other things. And firstly, it was a group of friends who tried to do this work, but a small number of people could do little. That's why they tried to find opportunity to broaden the activity of the organization and to increase the number of those who are involved. And at the moment, this help is not only clothes, but also some sanitary hygienic means and medicines for the zone that is close to ATO area. And for the past 1.5 years, we brought help to a population who suffered in the course of the ATO operation, those who needed help, IDPs, and to hospitals. And we collected about 80 tons of humanitarian help.
And those were the toys, different personal belongings, linen. But first of all, we are talking about different materials. Can you help me? Yeah, could you please repeat? Okay. It was very important for us to find those people, high professionals, who could actually tell them what is the top priority, the things which are required first of all. And they contacted different professionals who operate in the sphere of medical assistance or with the IDPs. I'm talking about real professionals who actually could provide them with a clearer picture of the situation available.
Ho potuto visitare I due ospedali di Svitlodarsk e Berdiansk.
This time we take special pride. We are proud that we were joined by a top-notch professional medical officer, Marco Barreira, who visited two hospitals in Svitlodarsk and in another locality, in Berdiansk.
Abbiamo avuto delle liste su cui poter recuperare ciò che può servire nei vari reparti.
The result of those meetings, the result of this kind of inspection of those two hospitals, this resulted in the situation when both hospitals were provided by the equipment brought by our friends. Also, they generated a list of the equipment required to ensure that the medical assistance is provided in those two localities.
In Italia.
So those visits resulted in the following. Next time when they come in here, they can take care of the really badly needed equipment. And this became possible owing to the fact that those professional physicians like Marco joined this project.
Dare la possibilità al dottor Marco Sarboraria di poter spiegare quello che ha visto a livello di situazioni in questi ospedali e con quale esperienza torna a casa.
I believe that it would be logical now to give the floor to Marcus for him to tell what he was seeing here, and also he is going to convey this information to other people, to his colleagues, in order to take care of the maximum convenient time and means to gather all the necessary equipment.
Per la calda accoglienza in Ucraina per me la prima volta.
Thanks for everybody for inviting us to take part in this briefing and for the hospitality they offered to me in Ukraine during my first visit here. We were given an opportunity to evaluate, let's say, the assistance we could render to those hospitals, to those localities. We were talking about providing some better medical assistance to those parts and to send equipment to the local hospitals.
Sanitaria d'emergenza.
Our group, which consists of a physician, of therapists, and a medical officer or paramedic, is directed first of all to understand what kind of needs are there and what they need mostly, like medications or medical assistance, whatever, equipment. Upon return back, we are going to find an opportunity. To find the equipment according to that list, and then to deliver it to Ukraine. All those pieces of equipment.
una situazione di emergenza in cui mancano degli ausili, dei presidi sanitari fondamentalmente, mentre abbiamo le professionalità ben rappresentate.
What we've seen in Ukraine, based on what we've seen in Ukraine, the hospitals badly need the most specific equipment. There is a big need for specific equipment, but also I witnessed a high professional level of the medical officers there. We analyzed the equipment and the let's say the facilities in the hospital and its personnel, just to understand what kind of technology they require, what kind of equipment they require here today. Even in the best times, we always face the issue of injuries or trauma. In a lot of the trauma we've seen, that's why we have to perhaps to revisit some sanitary regulations and norms which would be specifically take care of those kind of injuries and traumatic consequences. Already, we are talking about the scope of work we are going to carry out. This includes to find the equipment, even if it's a bit the kind of second-hand one, or when it's been in use for some time. But anyway, we will try to do at least that, and then deliver this equipment to Ukraine. Well, the biggest difficulty is not associated with finding such an equipment, but how to deliver it here to Ukraine. Any questions to Marco? Thank you. Olena, maybe you would like to say a few words about your organization, about your cooperation with Mrs. Marco and Fabio. Yes, of course. We have a kind of benevolent organization which deals with, well, we cooperate and try to ensure assistance to be given to the IDPs, specifically along those lines. Over the last 6 months of our friendship with our Italian friends, we actually talking about the receipt or let's say obtaining such humanitarian aid or cargo. We actually take care of quite a big number of IDPs, including those who are disabled or some have some problems with their health. We try to provide assistance or to provide aid to orphans or orphanages, and actually we try to divert the threat in the gray, so to say, gray zone. We are talking about the people who cannot obtain or receive that much assistance or aid which is provided on this part of Ukraine. That's why we try to help them. Speaking about Fabio and the association, we've been knowing each other about 12 months now, and we are really proud that Fabio can help us, and he trusts us, and actually he takes close to his heart all our requests and needs.
Degli aiuti umanitari, cerca anche di creare eventi culturali dedicati all'Ucraina in Italia.
Our association deals not only with the collection, the gathering, and delivery of the humanitarian aid. Also, we try to popularize the Ukrainian culture in Italy. by holding different kind of functions, including festivals or music, something like that.
Delle necessità importanti, tipo abbiamo avuto ospiti a Milano un chirurg ricoverato in ospedale per una terapia oncologica.
Also, we try to help on a smaller scale in different other issues. Of late, we took care of rehabilitation in one of the Milan hospital. This help was given to Sergei Primak. This kind of rehabilitation treatment for oncological disease.
Ucraina e degli amici italiani abbiamo fatto una raccolta fondi e la nostra responsabile di questo progetto, Juliana Suvorova, ha consegnato alla famiglia di Sergei questi fondi necessari per poter restare a Milano, potendo pagare quelle che sono le spese.
With the help of our friends from the Ukrainian diaspora, with the assistance of all the members of the association, with the leader Suvorov was very instrumental in providing this assistance to Sergei Primak, making it possible for him to stay for a longer period in Milano for the complete course of rehabilitation. Actually, they gathered money to pay for his treatment and stay in Milano. Also, with the help of the MAC organization from Dnipropetrovsk, it became possible to actually show the film Ilovaisk operation, or let's say find the way out of the Ilovaisk surroundings, and actually we try to show what's going on in Ukraine, and they show the other aspect of this tragedy in Ilovaisk. This is a rather difficult task because in Italy there are only a few people who really know something about the situation in Ukraine. Just a few really understand what's going on in Ukraine now, what happened in Ukraine 2 years ago. But owing to all that, we can actually help the people and to find out and to make them, to acquaint them with the situation in Ukraine, what happened to, or what's happened to people, local people there during this war time. A great assistance was provided by the Council of Ukraine in Milano in this respect. We also appreciate the efforts of the Evgeny Lipki, ambassador of Ukraine to Italy, for his help, which he always offered to us all this time. Also, actually has something to do with this mission. We were talking about red tape of bureaucracy, manifestations, or whatever is associated with delivery of these of those things, of this freight, of this cargo. But owing to the council and the ambassador of Ukraine, we managed to resolve that problem. This time it was really difficult because we faced the problems with the customs. Documents have been lost or were lost, and there were a lot of difficult problems, associated with the delivery of this kind of cargo or the freight. Owing addition to the fact that this problem was raised at different TV channels and it was brought to the attention of the level consul and ambassador of Ukraine, the fact that this transport carrying this freight was stopped at the customs office. Well, as it turned out to be that the documents were just lost, that brought about this problem, you know. This time, actually, every step taken by the members of this mission was shaded with some difficulties, but we tried to make progress and move forward to help the people who are very close to the Italian people. We cooperate with such as the members of our organization who we can trust and who help with open heart to people of Ukraine. We can see to which extent how tired, let's say, or exhausted, sorry, we lost the connection. We are talking about Bakhmut organization represented by Diana. They actually put every token of the energy into the noble cause of helping people. We actually have a situation, we can see the situation when many different funds and the NGOs or public organizations have an opportunity to reach the level which these public structures, governmental structures cannot reach in providing assistance to the people, I mean. I would like to thank the mayor of our city for the heartfelt reception and welcome and hospitality, because I coming here for the second time. I already feel myself not to be a guest, but a member of your family. Thank you very much, colleagues. We actually have very much pressed in time, and we have some questions. And taking as as a moderator, I would like to ask you two questions. One is related to the current mission. You mentioned that you visited such cities as Svetodarsk and Berdyansk. Did you go to any other populated areas? And because we were talking about the assistance you brought here, I mean the aid which you brought here within the framework of this mission, are you going to distribute those things only in those two cities or in other 8 areas as well?
Svetodarsk, Berdyansk e io so che anche erano in Bakhmut. E anche quanto generale di aiuti hai portato e dove questi aiuti possono entrare in quali posti?
Solo in questa missione?
Solo questo.
Allora, in questa missione sul tir che abbiamo portato c'erano circa 15 tonnellate di aiuti umanitari. Sì, effettivamente eravamo anche a Bakhmut, dove c'è l'associazione Plice e principalmente abbiamo portato vestiti abbiamo portato coperte, abbiamo portato giocattoli, abbiamo portato pannolini sia per gli adulti che per i bambini e abbiamo portato, come dicevamo prima, per i 2 ospedali materiale sanitario e materiali per le sale operatorie.
About 15 tons of the humanitarian aid, approximately. Almost 20 tons of humanitarian aid. Things which were distributed in 3 cities, Slavyansk, Bakhmut, and Berdyansk. Well, most we are talking about some clothing, footwear, toys, and let's say different medications for children and adults. I mean those diapers for children and adults, and some other medications, you know. Also, a big big share of this aid for you were talking about the Bakhmut hospital. We are talking about the surgical facilities, tables, etc., etc., and this is all owing to the help of Dr. Sornati. Thank you. Speaking about the aid, or those things which you gather, collect in Italy, who are the donors in Italy who actually help you to do that? Are we talking about some individuals or some organizations or maybe governmental structures? Who is involved in that?
Siamo riusciti a creare una rete sociale in Italia dove collaborano italiani, dove collaborano membri della diaspora ucraina e soprattutto in questa missione abbiamo avuto grandi aiuti da molte associazioni italiane che dopo aver visto il nostro lavoro degli ultimi 2 anni hanno deciso di affidarci quelle che erano le loro raccolte per portarle direttamente noi qui in Ucraina.
Well, actually, we are talking about there is a number of organizations, Italian citizens and the representatives of the Ukrainian diaspora. Over the last few months, other organizations also joined us. We are talking about the Association Ukraine Italia. They are actually place big confidence in this kind of humanitarian aid. That's why they decided to help us as much as they can. So we have just 1 minute left. Maybe Fabio could tell us about the order you bear on your the lapel of your jacket. Oops. Sorry, we lost the contact with those people.
Невеличкі проблеми зі зв'язком.
We will some have technical problems. Maybe we'll succeed in having them back on the air.
На жаль, з технічних
Unfortunately, it's impossible to make contact another contact with our guests. Thanks for those who were listening to us in online mode in our journals here in the UCMC. See you again. Several minutes from now, we are going to have the next briefing. Thank you.